again, just me, just doing what I think sounds good to me. I'm watching the movie and I'm like, man, I think I could flip that. So I sampled the movie, you know what I mean? And that's what came out, that's what came out of it. So I was just experimenting, bro, just trying some shit.
And this is just me being nosy. If you don't want to reveal this, I understand. What was the publishing like with the guy that did that? I think his name is Basil Doris, the guy that did the original. How much percentage did he take for publishing?
He took, I mean, I think he might take 50%. That's that's
Okay,
that's yeah, that's cool.
yeah, that's the standard. That's the standard. All,
He
all
could have
right.
took
So,
he could have took it all.
yeah, he could have, man. He could have. Yeah, I've heard some pretty harsh like deals, man. But okay, all right. So I've of course I'm familiar with the story, but for those who are not familiar, talk to us about how this song came together because this is your first placement with Rockefeller.
That was I was supposed to be making an intro for the Hard Knock Life tour. Because they had like a little short movie that they shot with the jail jumpers on in the back of the jail van, police van and shit, and trying to bust out. So they needed somebody to score it. So they gave me a chance to score it. They got me a session at the studio called Enterprise in Cali. And yeah. You're right back. Okay. So you finished the home. Okay, so my number? I think so. Hold on a second, yeah. Well,
All right.
yeah, I'm back. My bad.
No, it's all good. Yeah, yeah. So we were just explaining how you were talking about how the song came about.
Yeah. I scored the intro to the show for the Heart and Life tour,
Hmm.
and after I scored it, Beans heard the beat I did for the intro. He's like, "Yo, I need that," and he went to cut a record to it. The rest was history. That's how my relationship started with Rockefeller.
And then I remember you saying hip hop. He said he wanted you to turn it in, and you was like, "Oh, I need to add some stuff to tell people about that." For those who don't know.
No, he was just like, "You gotta mix it." I said, "Yeah, but I gotta finish it." And he's like, "Yo, man, like don't ruin it. Like the record sound great like it is." I'm like, "Just trust me for a second." You know what I mean? And I remember he came to the mix session and he was like, "Yo, I never question you again about that." Like, but I had to
Yeah,
earn that. You know what I mean?
I'm just curious. So, what did you add to it?
Bro, there's a whole bunch of keys and stuff in that record other than that sample.
Mm.
Outside of that shit, so a whole bunch of shit going on.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. And then of course now, this was the first, like I said, Rockefeller project that you worked on, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Kanye, Just Blaze, they were in-house producers, but you wasn't in-house, or was you
No,
in-house? Okay, so why were you not in-house?
I didn't sign to the in-house management.
Okay, do you mind going into why you didn't? What was it about that you were like, nah, that's not for me?
No, I really don't want to go into why, but I just didn't feel like it was conducive to what I was doing. So
Mm.
I chose to walk and try to figure it out with my management team.
And so, what do you think the impact of that was? You not signing the management on your career?
I mean, of course, not being on a lot of Rockefeller projects from that point on.
Mm.
It was very, scarce from that point on. One here, one there.
Mm. And so, was I'm guessing it was the deal offered to you at that on this project, or was it offered to you further down the line?
Further down the line for sure.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. And then of course, I remember hearing on another interview that you did that you was the first person to work in baseline.
Right,
Yeah, yeah. So, and then was it after 30 days you went back to working in your home studio?
right, in Jersey.
I'm curious, why did you not want to work within baseline?
I don't like people hearing what I'm doing,
Mm, mm, mm.
especially at that time, because I noticed, I started rubbing off on a few people. So like I need to take it back to the fort. You know what I mean?
So within this particular time, um, is there a particular song where you heard that you was like, because this is year 2000 that you heard that you was like, okay, I'm starting to rub off on people, and then you made the decision, okay, let me go back to your studio.
Um, Probably You Don't Know
But
was the first one.
was it done at
No,
this time?
that was
This came out in 2000.
no. When was the Breathe Easy exercise? That was Dynasty, right? That was the bonus track on Dynasty, right?
No, that's
Yeah.
a day.
Was
No,
it?
lyrical
Oh,
exercise.
okay.
Or was that Blueprint?
That's Blueprint. Yeah, Blueprint.
Oh, Blueprint. Okay.
The Breathe Easy.
Mm-hmm. That's the bonus track on Blueprint.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that would make sense. That would make sense. So, what was the like I said earlier, right? When you think of Rockefeller producers, you think of Kanye, you think of yourself, you think of Just Blaze, right? For those who don't know, at that like I said, this was the first project that you all worked on. What was the nature of the relationship between you three at that particular point?
I mean, it was super cool. Kanye used to ask me for a lot of advice as far as musically, and like just putting on with certain musicians, or uh, maybe he would ask me what he need to add to something, and he would value my opinion among other people. I'm sure he would call, but he would absolutely ask me. That's how he ended up, with my guitar player, and my engineer later, like working with him.
We're sticking with the same year, the millennium, right? I'm gonna play a sample. You guys know the vibes. I ain't gonna explain, man. All right, let's go.